Welcome to the Dr. April Jasper Show, relevant conversations for business owners of today. We are grateful to have OcuSoft as a sponsor of our show. Since 1986, OcuSoft has served the community with a unique selection of proprietary brands, from dry eye care and protection with Retain line of artificial tears to eyelid hygiene with OcuSoft Lid Scrub eyelid cleansers essential for maintaining healthy eyes. Zoria Skincare from OcuSoft offers revolutionary products for people with sensitive skin and eyes. Thank you to OcuSoft for being the #1 doctor-recommended brand of eyelid cleansers and providing patients and doctors with products and supplies to continue to keep our eyes healthy. Hi everyone, it's Dr. April Jasper on the Dr. April Jasper Show, and this is so exciting because I actually get to sit here with a celebrity, Dr. Mike Lange. How are you, Mike?
Fantastic. It's great to be on this podcast with you. I've been wanting to do this for years now.
So tell everybody about you and what makes you a celebrity.
Well, I'm Dr. Michael Lange. I'm an optometrist, also a certified nutritional specialist. I started Lange Eye Care and Associates March 15th of 1993. We opened 14 locations in the state of Florida, 3 LASIK surgery centers, and the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages, Florida. The Lange Eye Institute is about 35,000 square feet. I personally see 60 patients a day, and we have other doctors that see, and we're big into medical optometry. I started a talk show called Ask the Doctor April 15th of 1993,
Wow.
31 years ago, that's grown to a syndicated talk show. We're on about 100 stations throughout the country. We're live video streaming all over the world. We just signed a deal with 6 Texas stations to add another potentially 3 to 4 million more listeners and viewers.
Wow.
So a lot of people have seen me on Ask the Doctor. We talk a lot about not only eye care, but we talk more about anti-aging and wellness, nutritional wellness.
Right.
You know, what we can do to slow down the aging in the body and the eye. I always say that God made a pretty good body. As long as we give it the right fuel, it can perform optimally.
That's good. That's
and
good.
so when I see a patient that's overweight, we talk more about weight management than anything else because that's the best thing they can do for their eye health.
I love that. So what would that conversation sound like, Mike? Here's the reason I'm asking. What our listeners and viewers don't know is that I reach out to Mike every time I have a question about what should I be eating. Even during COVID, I wanted to know, like, what kind of things should I be thinking about? We won't get into vaccine conversations. That would make everybody either happy or sad.
Right.
But even water. So I reached out to you about what's the best water to drink. So let's back up and say, now you've got the patient in your chair, or it's April that called you and said, Mike, I'm putting on a few pounds. What should I be thinking about, and how can I better control what I'm doing every day? Because calories in, calories out, but still it's nutrition in, right?
Absolutely. And like I said, we are what we eat. And the problem is most Americans are on the SAD diet, all right? And that's what it's called, SAD. And that's the typical diet that most Americans are. It's a pro-inflammatory diet, all right? We're consuming too many lectins, too much phytic acid, too much gluten, FODMAPs, protease inhibitors. I mean, the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
So I actually developed a diet called the Lange Survival Diet.
I love it.
And
Go
the
look it
Lange
up.
Survival Diet, I've tried to take everything out that's bad, that causes gut inflammation and causes us to bloat and gain water. Water retention is a lot of weight that we get.
Yep.
And so the Lange Survival Diet is kind of like a modified form of the paleo and a ketogenic diet all in one. I don't think people should be in ketosis all the time. That's why I'm not a big advocate of the carnivore diet or a ketogenic diet all the time. We do need carbs if we want to grow muscle, all right? And your husband's a world-class athlete now, an Ironman competitor, and he has to have carbs. He couldn't survive on a carnivore diet or being in a ketogenic diet all the time. Carbs replenish muscle glycogen that is crucial. And so what we see now, so many people are on massive weight loss diets. They're taking these GLP-1 receptor drugs, which is a big problem. They're losing a lot of weight, but they're also losing a lot of muscle and losing bone density. So I created something not too long ago called Fit Pro. And I do own the Fortify Vitamin Company, which started out as an ocular vitamin company, but now we're into total body wellness. Like I said, make the body healthier, the eyes will follow.
Yep.
And Fit Pro is a combination of collagen protein, whey protein, German Creapure creatine, something called HMB, betaine anhydrous, vitamin D, L-citrulline, and ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And it helps people that are on these weight loss diets, whether it's drug-induced or natural, not lose muscle mass so they can build muscle while they're losing weight and they don't become very frail and weak.
Several flavors. It's really good.
Right, 4 different flavors. And we just came out with something you were chatting with called Rejuvenate.
Oh, I love that. Listen to this, you guys. I take it every day. So I make a smoothie and I use my protein powder that you guys have, and I have the Rejuvenate. So tell people how you recommend they use it and what is it all about?
Right, so Fortify Rejuvenate, we're the first in America to actually use a collagen tripeptide. And so everybody hears about peptide therapy. Well, in Europe, they're using tripeptides. Tripeptides absorb literally 10 times faster, and you can use less amount. So we're using a marine collagen tripeptide. We combine that with German hyaluronic acid, rice ceramides, something called Dermaval that's 9 superfoods. We use liposomal vitamin C made here in America. People don't realize almost all vitamin C and all vitamins are made in China. Nothing that we develop comes out of China. Not to knock China, but that's my personal opinion. I
want it done your way.
Sourced from the best places.
Yep.
And then we add a little bit of a multivitamin mixture, and it's in 3 different delicious flavors, and it's also unflavored. And so people are using it. Let's face it, I'm 63 now, and I'm trying to develop things that can help keep me younger so I can work another 20 years, right? And keep up with my kids. And so what Rejuvenate does is good for the joints, the skin, the hair, and the nails. And I got to tell you, April, it works. We've got people just ordering it. It's gone kind of viral.
Yep.
It'll probably be our biggest supplement. Right now, our Super Omega and our Super Omega Max are our biggest supplements, but I think Rejuvenate will pass it this year because we all want to look better and feel better if we can.
Well, and because you've had now a few months of people being able to use it to prove that it works, I can tell you I've tried all kinds of things because I went through a period of really a difficult time in my life. I was very stressed. Things were not as they should have been or could have been, and I wasn't doing well with it. And the first thing I noticed was my hair and my nails.
Right.
My skin I didn't even pay attention to, but my hair and my nails started to thin. And I used so many different products, prescription, non-prescription, nothing really made a difference. And I can tell you Rejuvenate's been easy to take. So you can take it. You can even use it with just water, right?
Right.
And just
water
a
and
single,
shake it up and drink it down. And it's delicious.
8 ounces. It's 8 ounces of water.
8 ounces perfect. 10 ounces.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with Fortify vitamins, I develop supplements that I will take, my parents will take, my kids will take, my patients who are like my family. And so I want to source everything from the best, and we're fully transparent. We don't do a proprietary blend. We tell you exactly what's in our supplements because we're proud of that. Like I said, we started out as eye vitamins. We have macular degeneration formulas. We have dry eye formulas. We have the first glaucoma vitamin on the market. But we've parlayed that into gut health and overall health, wellness, and sports nutrition.
Are you looking for a nutritional supplement to help with your day-to-day vision needs? Look no further than MacuHealth. Recommended by doctors worldwide, MacuHealth offers a full line of products designed to support your vision and eye health. Available through eye care professionals on Amazon.com and directly on our website at MacuHealth.com. And here's the best part. Use the code OME24 when ordering direct from MacuHealth for special discounts. MacuHealth, nutrition you can see.
Right. So talk about sports. Everybody's heard David talk about doing his Ironman. He started out with a half, then he went and did the full, and he's training all the time. So for someone like him, and then remember too, I'm not that person, but I walk.
Right.
So let's take David first. If you're an athlete that is doing a consistent program every day, what does it truly look like? What products do you use? And I'm okay with you. I mean, talk about yours. It's what we use, but it's helpful to people just to know what should they be in the mode of doing.
Well, there's a lot of misconceptions out there, and I think the whole bodybuilding arena has brought these misconceptions about nutrition. And any athlete like your husband, Ironman competition is brutal, okay? My brother was an Ironman competitor. He has to eat 5 or 6 times a day, all right? And the reason for that is he's going to have to get enough protein. He needs 1 gram per body weight in protein. 1 gram per body. If he weighs 160 pounds, he needs 160 grams of protein. But he needs to be taking no more than 30 grams of protein per sitting. 35 maybe. Not a big porterhouse steak that has 80 grams of protein. It's very hard on your kidneys. You can't metabolize it all. You won't get the benefit. So eat 5 or 6 small meals with 30 grams of protein. And it's hard for people to do that, all right? And so that's where supplements come in.
Yep.
A good protein supplement, whether it's our new vegan protein supplement or our whey protein, our Fit Pro, things of that nature, to get to that level of protein. Protein is the number one thing that people are not getting. You think about it. When we ask our patients, just, all the doctors out there, ask your patients what they had for breakfast. And they'll say a cup of coffee, a piece of toast, oatmeal, cereal, all right, a bagel.
Yeah.
They didn't have any protein. They had 2 grams of protein. They should have a protein shake or some eggs, all right? There's nothing wrong with bacon, all right? It's the carbohydrates that we're consuming that are killing us. Fat doesn't make you fat. Carbohydrates make you fat, because if you have a lot of carbohydrates in your gut, your body burns the carbs before it burns the fat. So it's the potatoes, the rice, the pasta, the breads. We should all cut back on that. And a real easy trick of the trade is, for supper, just eat protein and vegetables, okay? And you'll lose weight. So a lean piece of grass-fed steak or some wild Alaskan salmon and some broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Just no fruit and none, no spaghetti and meatballs and things like that.
Right. And then for someone like me, who I don't get anywhere near the exercise David does, but I still want to get enough protein, and I don't want to gain weight. Right. So I want to maintain, there's times in life people want to lose. So I use the whey protein, and I don't use the Fit Pro, because I want to put it in a shake and have it sometimes be a meal supplement.
Right.
Am I doing the right thing?
Yeah, so a meal supplement, the whey protein by itself isn't going to be adequate, but if you add like our organic blue-green superfood,
yes, that's what I do.
16 different fruits and vegetables, enzymes, probiotics, we're adding beta-glucans to it, adaptogenic mushrooms, all certified organic, gluten-free, FODMAP-free. When you add a scoop of that with the whey protein, it's a complete meal. It's a meal replacement. And I use that oftentimes with my patients. They eat 3 meals a day. I say alternate it, once for breakfast, 1 day for lunch, 1 day for supper. So that's a meal replacement each day.
Right.
Calories are 110 calories with 21 grams of protein, all the fruits and vegetables you need in 1 day. And then the other 2 meals, base it on the Lange survival diet, a Mediterranean diet, a modified ketogenic paleo diet, and you'll stay lean. And exercise, of course, walking. You don't have to run. Walking and bicycling is some of the best exercises on the planet. And you should do some weight-bearing exercise. Go in the gym 3 times a week and pump some iron.
I love it. Okay, so what about sunlight? Is sunlight important?
Sunlight is very important, and if you could, in a perfect world, you get out and watch the sunrise and you watch the sunset. And you don't have to have sunglasses on for that, because the sun's not at 12 noon. And that is giving you a lot of this red light that's very important. And that's a whole show. We could talk about red light and anti-aging. As a matter of fact, Valida light therapy is a new therapy for macular degeneration where they're using red light shining in the retina. We can talk more about that down the road, because it's just got FDA approved here in America. But so morning sun, evening sun, and then probably, if you had the opportunity, I'm not telling everybody go out in the sun in between patients, but if you could get 20 to 30 minutes of sun a day between 11 and 2 without sunscreen, all right, then you're going to get all the vitamin D that you need absorbed through your skin. Remember, too much vitamin D supplementally, if you take too much, you can get atrial fibrillation. Think about it. Most of our patients that are over 70 have AFib, and men have prostate issues, and a lot of that can be changed or altered just through lifestyle changes, proper diet, proper supplementation.
How much water should we drink every day? And tell us whatever you want to tell us about water.
Half your body weight in ounces of water. If you drink a lot of coffee and a lot of booze, you're just going to have to drink even more water. Most of us are dehydrated. Think about all the patients that have dry eye. All of our patients have dry eye. And one of the root causes is dehydration.
Yeah.
And add some potassium. So eat a banana or an avocado daily, because a potassium deficiency not only can trigger atrial fibrillation but can trigger dry eye. I bet if we did a study, we correlated dry eye and atrial fibrillation, they probably correlate very closely. So you don't want to drink the tap water because there's chlorine and a lot of you have fluoride in it. So well water, if it has a filter on it, or some sort of bottled water. And if you're in the perfect world, you get bottled water in a glass container. The water I ultimately like the best is called Wata. So that's a plug for the Wata company. It's amazing water. It is more oxygen in this water than typical water. It's polarized, and there's a lot of science behind it, helping people oxygenate a lot better.
So we got our first shipment in a couple of weeks ago from them, a great company. We talked to the owners because we called up to ask them a question, and they answered the phone.
Right.
So David and I had a blast just having a conversation, and the kids love making fun of me because the name is WATAA. Isn't that how it's?
WATAA. Wata. Right. That's right. Wata. And that, I mean, I have literally like groupies, Wata groupies.
Oh my
people,
gosh.
when we're out of the Wata, they get upset. And Navy SEALs are taking it. People, high altitude divers, are taking it. They don't have to wear oxygen masks. People that climb Mount Everest aren't having to wear oxygen masks. You can swim under the pool twice as far when you hold your breath. It's pretty amazing
David
water.
needs to hear that. Yeah, we just got started on it, and I won't let the kids touch it.
It'd be great for Dave for his Ironman competition.
Yeah, I love it. And they're right here in Florida, but instead of paying shipping, I'm going to just go pick up some cases, I think.
Yeah, shipping's expensive for water.
Yeah.
It weighs so much.
Mike, this is awesome. So we walked through what you need. And so for me, what the products on the shelf, I have the Fit Pro, I have the Rejuvenate, I have the Super Greens?
Yeah, organic blue-green superfood.
That.
Right.
And then I have my whey protein. So that's really only 4 things. Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate your show. So how can people find you?
Well, you can go to my website, just simply drmichaellange.com. And then it can go from there to different companies that we have. And you can go to Ask the Doctor, and you can see what stations we're on and, what podcasts, what video, how you pick me up on the talk show. And like I said, it's global now, and we're on just about every day of the week someplace in the country.
Oh, my gosh. What a lot of work. I don't know how you do it, but, hey, thanks so much for all the work you do to help keep us all healthy, Mike.
Well, thank you for having me as a guest, and you look great. And I'm real proud
Thanks
of David.
For the products.
World-class athlete over there.
Yeah, he is. He's doing awesome.
Yep.
And he texts Mike all the time, too, and says, hey, this is how I'm feeling today. What should I do? So we appreciate the help. We appreciate helping us get to where we are in our fitness journey.
And I'm always available for doctors out there. You can text me. You can call me. You can email me. I'm available 24/7.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you for having me.